Hey guys, it's your old pal Alice Cooper. Basically, this is Spooktacular. So you're gonna be seeing a bunch of horror movies that have a Halloween theme to it. Look for it all this month.
Hey guys, it's me, Alex Cooper. I'm back for another review. This time it's Poltergeist, the original, not the remake. The remake is pretty much the same as the original, so I'm not going to be doing a review of that one. Incidentally, basically, it's not a very complex plot. It starts out with this, it's really late at night, like 4 in the morning or something. And the TV basically is on the static screen after they cut to this living room, this bedroom, where the parents and the little girl are basically just in the room together, and the national anthem comes up. Back in the days, they used to actually do that to um, close out the end of the broadcast day on television, and and the screen, of course, that they go ahead and conclude their programming day, and the television goes ahead and it turns to static, loud static actually, and I'm surprised it doesn't wake the parents up. And the parent and the kid is basically sitting there. The little girl is basically, she's like 6 or 7. She's sitting in front of the TV and she's looking at it, and she talks to it, and she says, I don't know, I don't know, yes, I don't know. And then Crazy Nelson is the one that plays the father, and he gets up and he asks Caroline, who are you talking to? And she turns around and she goes, the TV people. And and basically, we come to the most memorable line of the movie where she says, "They're here." And like I said before, he goes, "Who's here, Caroline?" And she says, "The TV people." And she's she I don't know. She gets kind of distraught by this, and she freaking puts her both of her hands on the television. You know, and it's freaking weird if you ask me. Uh, she basically, much later on, we come to this scene where basically, they have to bury the pet bird, and they have the little burial with shoot, I can't remember her brother's name. I think it's Robert actually, and they bury the pet parakeet, and they go ahead and well, actually, it's not a burial. They flush they flush it down the toilet, and and they said yay, we can have another one. And I want to go ahead and skip on to basically the most memorable part of the whole movie, where they're basically in the. It's actually one of the scariest parts. Actually, it's where the Robbie and Caroline are in their little bedroom together, and the freaking door opens up, closet door opens up, and it tries to suck both Robbie and Caroline into the closet, and they freaking grab by the bed, and the freaking bed is basically almost getting sucked into the closet, and everything's basically getting sucked into the closet, and she's screaming out in terror, ah! And this actually comes before one of the more memorable scenes where Robbie is actually on the in his bed, and he's terrified of this freaking toy clown, and it turns out that it's freaking possessed. And that's one of the scariest parts of the movie. And the freaking toy clown pulls him under the freaking bed. It's just scary stuff, man. Um, so basically, the bed, Caroline's bed and Robbie's bed basically gets sucked into the freaking closet, and And the parents are surprised by this, and they try to get Caroline and Robbie out of there, but unfortunately, Caroline basically gets abducted. Turns out that the guy responsible for this is actually Kane. Uh, um, he's like this guy that's crossed over, and he has to go to Caroline because she's innocent, and he needs her help. Um, and we come to basically one of the more memorable characters in the movie. This lady, this really old lady, basically in her 60s, basically, and she's like this medium that talks to ghosts, and she's like this sweet lady. I mean, really sweet. Uh, you might remember her from 16 Candles. She plays the lady that was there after the wedding. You know, she goes, I need a drink." So that's the same lady I'm talking about. She basically she actually ends up in two of the movies of Poltergeist, Poltergeist 1 and 2. I'm not gonna really get into Poltergeist 2 because there's not really all that much to talk about. 3 is actually in a way better than part 2. So basically, they have this scene where the girl is wearing a football helmet, and she's in this chair, and the mother tries to manipulate the chairs so they freaking move, and it freaking moves two or three times. It's freaking scary stuff, and basically, you know, like I said, the freaking medium, she basically says, "I don't know what's come over this house, but it was strong enough to pull your daughter through and keep her." And she says that, let's go get your daughter. And she there's this doorway that's opened up, and they have this baseball that they toss through, and a rope, and they decide to go ahead and uh, get the father to go ahead and go in after her, and so basically the medium decides that she's the one and she's going to go ahead and do it. And she says, "I'm going after her." And the mom says, "She won't come to you. Let me go." And she goes, "You've never done this before." And she goes, "Neither have you. You're right. You can go." And she goes in, and she basically pulls Caroline out of the captivity, and she's like, "Mommy." And basically, she gets, and then they go ahead and um, they have this one night together, and then she gets abducted again. Basically, and she's yelling in the door, and she's like, "Leave her alone, you! Leave her alone!" And and they decide to go ahead and try to get Caroline to pull her out with the rope, and "Steven, not yet!" And he says, and the medium says, "Go ahead and go into the light. There's peace and serenity in the light." And the guy says, "No, you said don't go into the light, Caroline, Caroline!" And the freaking monster guy is like freaking mad by this. I mean, big time. And he pulls her out, the mother and the girl again. So, and they have this scene where the mother is bathing, and the freaking, I don't know, what can I tell you? It's just scary stuff. I'm not going to get into all the detail about it. I don't want to put a lot of detail into this particular. I want to talk about this one part where the dad is in the bathroom, and he freaking pulls his freaking face off. It's freaking scary stuff, and I don't know. What can I tell you? Well, actually, it's not the dad. It's one of the assistants that for the medium, and he actually is the one that pulls his face off. It's just crazy stuff. And they basically have this. It's about an hour and 45 minutes long. It's actually a really good movie. I actually enjoyed it. So basically, Poltergeist is a good movie.
Poltergeist is a good movie and deserves a rating of peanut butter cups and a chocolate bar.
So anyway, Poltergeist is a good movie for Halloween. You should definitely see it. I think you can actually find it on Blu-ray for about $7 or $8. DVD for about $5 actually. If you look online, you should be able to find it. I definitely recommend that you to go ahead and see it. Rent it from Netflix or Redbox or something. It's a good movie. I think you can actually find it on TV right around Halloween time. Not entirely sure where exactly. Uh, let me think for a moment. Well, anyway, basically, go ahead and hit subscribe. Watch some more videos. Share, like, of course. Hit thumbs up to support the channel. And leave a comment below. And thank you for watching.